4.1, page 257. If you have a book, great. If you don't have a book, don't stress. We're getting a book on the way, especially for the vacancy class that doesn't have a teacher. Please make sure that we are taking care of business though. Extra sheet of paper, making sure we're understanding what we're watching. Determine whether one of these is a linear function. So this is pretty intense, okay? You could definitely do stat edit, stat calc 4. We can see if it gives us a line. A lot of things can be applicable to finding out which one is linear and which one's not linear. But easy peasy lemon squeezy. If I do the math, and this is where it can get complicated. Let's worry about numbers that we can count. From 1 to 4, you should know it's plus 3. If you're not sure, stick out one finger. How do I get to 4 fingers? 1, 2, 3. Plus 3. Same thing from 4 to 7. Also plus 3. This is where it's going to get a little complicated. 4.75 to 4. Think about it as dollars. $4.75. If I only gave you $4 back, you took away 75 cents. Same thing from $4 to $3.25. I also took 75 cents. I could easily stop right there and say, hey, this looks good. The 3's check off. The 0.75's check off. This is linear. Because if we jump over here, we should all be able to count from 0 to 2 is plus 2. From 2 to 4 is also plus 2. But we have an issue when we go from here to here. We have plus 4. That plus 4 automatically tells me this is not linear. I'm not going to stress anymore about that. Just make sure you can add. I'm pretty sure we all can add. If we can't add, we have a big problem. That's elementary stuff. This is high school. Make sure you can add. Jumping to the bottom section. Looking at this table, we got Mr. Dylan is selling pretzels at the festival on the weekend. The table shows how much money he's making. What does this tell you? You should be able to tell me how much each pretzel is. If we look at this, I know you know because you all are super smart. Just divide these numbers and you'll give me the total amount. Let's try. Let's do the first one. 37.50 divided by 15. 37.50 divided by 15. That gives me 250. Of course, that is 250, and you should know as money, this is $2.50. We're not going to do B just because we want to make sure we just continue with what we need to know. Don't want to complicate our lives. Now we found out each pretzel is $2.50. How do I find out how much money he'll make if he sells 75 pretzels? Think. I know you know. Well, sir, if we know each pretzel is $2.50 and we need to know 75, shouldn't we just multiply it? And you're correct. Put that in your calculator. Let's do it. 250 times 75. He made $187.50. Great. Of course, rewatch the video, rewatch whatever you got to do to make sure you understand this part. Okay. Let's see what we can do. First things first, let's cross out B. Definitely want to make sure that we understand what each part means. definitely gonna read some words first. Delani and her friends recently went to the community fair. They had to pay an entrance fee. I hate that I can't. There it is. There it is. Entrance fee, and then purchased one ticket for each ride. Dakota is going to the fair tomorrow and wants to know the cost of each ride. Delani and her friends helped Dakota by writing down how much money they spent and the number of tickets they purchased. What can we find out about this table? So first things first, I do want to talk about the each. That is my slope. Don't forget there are two other words that go with it. Per and every. Per and every tells me that that's the slope. So when we find out what our slope is, boom, that's how much the ride costs. Next, the other number that comes with the equation is our entrance fee. Now, if we know this is slope, and the other thing that's highlighted is our other number, we should be able to remember that is called our y-intercept. That's not letting me write. So let's do it. Stat edit, stat calc 4. Stat edit. Gonna clear this table real quick. Delete, delete, be careful. Delete, delete. Here we go, looking at the table. Looking at these numbers real quick. 2, 4, 6, 11. 2, enter, 4, enter, 6, enter, 11, enter. Coming next door. 7.5, $9. I'll do it real quick and slow. 7.5, 9. 10.5, 14.25. 10.5, 14.25. There we go. Finishing it off with stat calc 4. Stat calc 4. There's my equation. You should be able to write this before I write it on the piece of paper. You should know it's y equals, instead of a, you put 0.75, x plus a b, which is 6. There's my equation. Now we get to talk about details. Pause it if you need to. I'll write the equation right here. Y equals 0.75x plus 6. And now we go back to what our notes were. Our slope was each ride. You should know our slope is our m value. And then the y-intercept is our fee. Okay, good. All this information goes right here. Now, if I gave you $20, how many tickets could you buy? So don't forget, we have an entrance fee and we have 75 cents per ride. So what do I need to do to be able to find out how much many rides I can buy? First things first, I know you all are super smart because it's talking about money. I have $20. Immediately when I go to the front, they take away 6 because of the entrance fee. That's $14. After that, I need to divide $14 divided by 75 cents. Let's check what that gives me. $14 divided by 75 cents, 0.75, 1867. Now I can definitely go into detail that of course we cannot buy 18.6 parts of a ride. We can only buy 18 rides. Very good problem, very good. Okay. Let's keep going. Fractions, I understand it 100%. Don't worry. You put a fraction by pressing alpha, y equals, enter. Please ask your teachers, please cross out A, not going to worry about it. And let's do this stat edit stat calc 4. Clear it. Stat, enter. Going to delete all the numbers. Delete. Of course, fractions a little bit hard. We got 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 1. The way we put a fraction is green button alpha, click it. Y equals, enter. Here's a fraction right here, 1/4, enter. Doing it 2 more times. Fraction, alpha, y equals, the first one, enter. There's my fraction, 1/2, enter. So you see the fractions coming out. Next one, again, alpha, y equals, enter. 3/4, enter. And the last number was 1, enter. On the right side, let's check. 169, 163. Take it slow. 169, 163. Again, pause if you need to pause. 157, 151. 157, 151. Finish it off. Stat. Going to calc 4. Enter. Again, same purpose. Replacing the A, replacing the B. Y equals -24. X with the plus 175. Slope, y-intercept. Slope, y-intercept. Y equals -24x plus 175. How many gallons did the fish tank hold? Of course, you should know it initially started with the y-intercept. 175 gallons. And we could write right here, starting point. When will the tank be empty? So that means when it hits 0, a little difficult, understandable. Let's put this trying to think because I want to make it the easiest. YOLO, let's do it. Coming over here, y equals -24x plus 175. We want to know when it hits 0. Graph it. So we know it hits right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hours and something. So we can just say 7 hours. Not too bad. Of course, that one was really hard. Don't even stress. We're gonna make it through. We're stopping doing the next video.